Welcome to the Aquaponics update. Take a look at this. Basically, for our grow beds, our plants are going to be in here. What we used, I think these are 45-gallon drums. I think they're 45, either 45 or 55-gallon drums. And I cut them in half. I just used the jigsaw. Well, yeah, here's the jigsaw I used. A little guy. You can buy them for about 50 bucks. Yeah, here's how I made the holes in the wood. So what I did is I just used a couple of pieces of plywood. Here's a piece of plywood. There's a piece in the back and another piece on the side. I drew a little jig and then cut them out right around the holes here. As you can see, I just cut them around as close as I could to make sure that it held those suckers up exactly where the weight was going to be coming, and to make sure that it doesn't go side to side. Like I said, I put that plywood in the back there, and I've got edge pieces screwed in from the back and the side to make sure it doesn't have any lateral movement. Also, I have this piece right underneath just in case this has some strain in it. So yeah, that's the holder portion. At the top here, I just put these braces in, one at the front, one at the back, these little 2x2s here, and I attach them via 2 screws, as you can see right here. I just used inch long, 1.5 screws, and did 2 in just to keep it so that if this sucker wants to bow, you see it's likely to bow a little. It didn't bow out and dump everything. The most important thing for me is that I don't have any water spilling anywhere. This should remain completely dry in here. So next, what I did is I tied them together. And you see a little bit of water because we just did a test. But here I've got a uniseal right here, and then inside the uniseal I have a 3/4 inch schedule 80, I think, PVC pipe. So this is 3/4 inch, and it fits inside this 3/4 inch uniseal. The outside of the uniseal is this size. It's got wood trapped in it right now, but for the 3/4 inch, I'm using 1 1/4 inch hole saw. So this 1 1/4 inch hole saw fits perfectly with those uniseals. I can't say bad things about those uniseals at all because they're keeping the water in. Like, these suckers were filled up and not a drop. They're really hard to get that 3/4 inch into, but it's awesome. So underneath there, I tied everything together with 3/4 inch PVC. As you can see here, I just put a little connector, drain connector, a T that connects to number 2 and number 3 connector, and then this guy might not be common to you. This is an equalizing pressure siphon. Basically, this will go up as the water goes up inside here. So it'll go up, go up, go up, go up, because the air is just draining out, right? But as it gets up here, and as the level in all the 3 get up to here, this will start filling and equalize the pressure, because what we're doing is we're creating an unequal pressure to create that siphon effect. So then it'll come out here, and you would think that this 1/2 inch, because we're going from 3/4 to 1/2 inch, and that's the important part. When you go to 3/4 to 1/2 inch, it's creating more pressure on the 1/2 inch, and so it's sucking it all down. We have the lower half siphon on this one, and it's going directly into where the fish are going to be. Now I just tied everything together with this 3/4, and it's pretty tough. You know, you really got to eye out where you're making your holes. I just used that 1 1/4 inch hole saw, and then tie it up exactly where you need it, here and here. And then on the third one I did the exact same thing, basically just tying them together. So once you have all 3 tied together, your levels are going to be pretty close. I mean, the test that I just did showed that whichever one was getting the water was the one that was a little higher. Now, of course, what I'm going to be doing is I'll have 3/4 inch PVC. It's going to run all the way along here. It'll start down at the back end, which is where the pump is going to be. It'll pump into the PVC piping, and in the PVC I'm going to drill holes, a bunch of small holes, so that way my water is going to be coming from a bunch of different areas and all the same. I want all of my plants to have the same chance of getting nutrients as another. So like I said, just imagine this is 9 feet. It's going to be 9 feet, 9 feet connector, and then the pump attached at the back. Basically pumping it in, it all gets the same amount, and then go from there. Once the water hits a certain level, the siphon activates, drains it out. So that's how this is going to work. We've got one here, one here. I still have to work out a couple of small kinks with exactly how the pump is going to turn on and when, but outside of that, we're moving along. Thank you.